Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about how to create a backdrop for your next party or your child's party or maybe a holiday just to celebrate. Not everybody has an extra wall, the space to actually set up a backdrop with the piping and the sticks, or maybe you don't have the time or the funds. It can get pretty expensive. But I'm here to show you how to do it on a budget and to make it look amazing with what you have or what you can get. Let's take a look. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what type of party you're having. Our daughter wanted a pink Sleeping Beauty Princess Aurora 7th birthday party. So with that being said, I started keeping an eye out for everything pink and gold or Sleeping Beauty-ish. As you can see, this is our backdrop, one of the ones that we had. Now, we don't have a huge house. We don't have the extra space or an empty wall to hang something up on a wall to make like a photo op, I guess you could say. So what I did was I actually ended up taking off our curtains. This is just our window. So this is just our normal dining room window. So I took off our curtains. So as you can see, this is just the normal window. So I took, and we have a double rod. So our curtain rod is actually a double rod. So it has a front and back. If you have just a single rod, it's okay. You can do that too. And you don't have to follow this exact design. This is just an idea. So these are just regular curtains. I actually found these on Facebook for $5. It just so happens that the lady was selling a set of two, so I was able to set this up on two windows, both of our dining room windows. So the design I went with was the dark pink on the outside, and then I was able to actually find a lighter pink to go in the middle. And then these sheer ones, these are sheer. I actually found these at the thrift store for, I think, $3. And so they worked perfectly. Now, you don't have to do the three different colors. You could do you could just do all pink, or you could do the dark pink with the light pink, or just the light pink. Whatever party you're going, whatever party colors you're going with, those are what you're going to want to work with. Now, the gold up here, this is actually a table runner. I know that sounds crazy, but luckily I was able to get it on clearance. It was a Christmas color clearance item. I think it was, I want to say about $5. But because I knew that I needed something to make a crown, something to go around the crown, if I didn't find the table runners, I was just going to try to find a scrap piece of material, because all it is just gold, right? And how I got it to stay up there is I just penned it, just with some safety pens, just created the bubbles. Now the crown, I borrowed from my friend. So don't be afraid to ask around to see if somebody might have something that you can use, or even if you know someone who has a set of, maybe you have a boy and you're going to do a blue background. Maybe if you know someone who has blue curtains in their bedroom, you can just ask to borrow them for the day or for the week. Usually everybody's very accommodating. But if that's not the case, vibrant colors such as blue and pink and red or yellow, a lot of times people on Facebook will give them away, or you can get them pretty cheap because kids outgrow them in their bedrooms. So with that being said, so I will let me close the blind for you. So this is what it looks like without the sun coming in. So as you can see, we have the dark pink with the light pink and the sheer. Now the crown is held, it's actually tied to the curtain rod with fishing line. So you don't see any wires, so you don't see any cords or wires or anything. It actually looks like it's stuck there, like it's meant to be there. So this is the background that we used for our daughter's birthday. This is where we took all of our photos. This is the dining room. So we straightened the table and I put her right in the middle to eat. So when I took my photos, she was the centerpiece and this was the backdrop. This works great because we have a smaller house, so we don't have one empty wall to hang something up on the wall. We don't have an empty room to make a party room. So this worked perfect. And yes, I do this every year. Last year, her party was Belle from Sleeping Beauty. So I did yellow, red, and gold. Kind of the same thing, but we did not have a crown. I believe I ended up buying a banner that said, "Be our guest." So those are just some ideas. So this is the best idea for a backdrop. Now, I'll take you over here and let's look at the other window. Okay, so this is our second window next to the other main dining room window that I created a backdrop for. So, as you can see, this is the second set of hot pink curtains that I was able to buy, and the sheer. Now, I was not able to find a set of the lighter pink curtains, so I just did the two here. It looks great. And then the 7 I ended up buying at the dollar store, and I hung it with fishing line. The same fishing line that I used for the crown. So the nice thing about fishing line is you don't have to worry about cords or ribbon or anything taking away from your actual centerpiece, which at this point it's the 7. So this was nice because I was able to take photos of our daughter in front of the 7 with the pink as a backdrop, and the 7 just stayed in place, where if it was just on a regular string, it would have been kind of floating around, and you know that awkwardness of trying to take a picture with all these kids and everybody's smiling, and then the 7 has to stay where it needs to stay. This worked great. So those are some pretty simple and easy tips as to how to create a backdrop for a party that you're hosting. A couple of tips would definitely be try to pre-plan. You might not have to know everything, but try to have an idea of what color scheme you're going to go with, or maybe what theme you're going to go with. And this works with anything. You could do this with a Super Bowl party. You could do it with Christmas. You could do it with anything. So just have fun with it. Bye.